Good morning, twin souls, twin flames, soulmates, fated connections. This is Brainy Twin Gemini giving you your collective reading for September the 6th, Friday, 2019. I just want to mention that every day I do see symbols and synchronicities. And yesterday, for whatever reason, I saw an abundance of yellow butterflies. On Tuesday, I saw black butterflies. Yesterday, I saw yellow butterflies. And I also saw an abundance of dragonflies. It's kind of funny because one of my co-workers and I were running in with our cameras trying to chase the moment and get this on video so that I could prove to you guys that I'm actually seeing this stuff every single day. So what I did was I always look for the symbolism, and I write in my journal. Everything I channel through my journal, which is right here. I flip the cards sheerly out of entertainment purposes and visual purposes. So this is what I kind of write. 2 pages of my journal every morning. That's when my energy is the strongest. I primarily channel the DM, but I want to first read to you what the symbolism of dragonflies mean. And basically it resonates with everything that I've been saying for the last week for these particular DMs. And it symbolizes change, transformation, adaptability, and self-realization. Change refers to mental emotion, maturity standing the deeper meaning of life. And it's a symbol of happiness and change for many centuries. The yellow butterfly symbolizes happiness and prosperity. Something fun and exciting is on the way. Denotes love, passion of the heart between two lovers. So this is very great. This is basically everything that I've been saying all week. These particular DMs are going through a huge transformation. They've gone through an awakening, and now they're transforming, they're rebirthing, and this is exactly what is supposed to happen on this journey. What I will say is, when I channel the DM energy, it is such powerful energy that when the particular DMs are going through their awakenings, my body aches. I feel like I have the flu. And I've been through an awakening. I went through an awakening several months ago, and that's exactly what it felt like. And I felt like I had the flu for weeks. My muscles just ached. It feels like you've been hit by a truck. There seems to be no explanation for it, but the only thing I can say is that your body is releasing toxins, and that's what an awakening is about. So yesterday I was extremely sore, so I feel like a lot of the DMs are still going through this awakening and they're ascending, but a lot of them have already gone through the process and they're rebirthing. Okay, so I'm going to just start right away flipping the cards. What I do is everything I do is in fours. Four is my birth number, and I do 3 spreads of 4. What is the current DM's headspace? What would the DM like to say to his DF? And what is the present outcome? Everything I do is in the now. We only live in the now. I do not predict the future. I do not go to the past. So this is the energy as of right now. Every day I channel different types of energies, but primarily for the last couple of weeks, I've been channeling an ascension, an awakening, and a rebirthing, which is really good, because the awakening helps them realize that this is a true fated connection. So let's just get started. I let the cards fall out. I do not manipulate the cards at all. Okay, so this is what's in their headspace right now. Okay, so I'll explain each card. So third party. So this is what I've written in my journal, and it resonates. This card totally resonates with what I've written this morning. Is basically they're wrapping up all their third party situations. What's happened is, because of this awakening, it's forced them to look at their life. And they're looking at their life right now, and they're saying, okay, what do I need to remove from my life to, get to my DF? How can I live in harmony and peace? So they're formulating a plan on how to rid themselves of these third-party situations. A lot of these third-party situations have to do with toxic friends and family. I'm not channeling like lovers or anything like that. I'm primarily channeling toxic elements in the life. So it could be addiction, it could be family and friends, it could be overworking, but they're wrapping up these third-party situations, and they're formulating a plan how to move on. Okay, lessons. So part of the awakening and the ascension process is you're realizing the lessons that need to be learned. And when you embark on this journey, you learn lessons. So they know what lessons, they've already started to learn the lessons, and that is very good, so you don't perpetuate the same cycles. If you perpetuate the same cycles in this particular journey and you don't learn your lessons, you will not come into union with each other. Okay, so they're learning their lessons, which is a great thing. And again, this is what's in their headspace right now. Again, regret. So I will, it's in my journal again. I channeled this energy this morning. They have deep regret. So as part of the awakening and the ascension process and the rebirthing process, they look at themselves and they have deep regret. The DMs, whatever reason why they ran completely out of fear. The intensity of this journey is so much that they ran out of fear. They never want to hurt their DF. And they're laying in their beds right now with such regret because they hurt you, right? And this is part of the healing process. And this is a great, great step for them because they do have the regret, right? This card keeps coming up, inner child. And I channeled that today in my journal as well. I can't cheat these cards even if I want to, okay? So a lot of the DMs have inner childhood wounds. And as a part of this process, they're healing those wounds. And this is just great. I don't feel that card is they have inner childhood wounds. What I feel is they're dealing with those wounds. They've grieved over those wounds. They're moving on from those inner childhood wounds. Some of us, we just don't realize that, we suppress our inner child. And our inner child needs to cry. Our inner child needs to cry to move on. It's just like a little child. When they fall down, they cry. But as adults, we suppress that inner child. And that inner child needs to cry in order for us to heal. So this is great, great headspace for them right now. They're moving along. They're moving along well. So if I'm going to channel the message on what the DM wants to say to the DF right now. But I feel a lot of rebirthing. I feel a lot of new beginnings. Seeing those dragonflies and those yellow butterflies. I just see this, this is a very good thing. Guardian angels, 4 cards, please. And if you've watched my previous videos, I believe my guardian angels are my parents. Guardian angels, 4 cards, please. Sometimes it takes a while. I will only let the cards fall out. 4 cards, please. I keep getting communication, and I keep getting communication is coming soon. Channeled that this morning in my journal. I don't know what I'm thinking right now. See, communication just fell out. It's just crazy how this stuff works. I can tell you I have a genuine gift. There's people out there that, they do not have a gift. They're parasites and they're just taking your money. I just want, honestly, to help you in this journey. Everything I do for free. Okay? Spying. This particular collective group has been spying on you, been looking at you on social media, driving by your house. And I think the reason that they're spying on you, it's not for malicious intent. Okay? What I feel the reason for spying is because they want to see if you've moved on with somebody else. They're not going to come in with communication or an offer if you've moved someone else. They are, just seeing kind of what are you up to, are you with someone else? Because they don't want to come in, and disrupt your life if you've moved on with somebody else. Again, just as I said, communication is coming in. Here is the communication card right here. Sorry if I can't get these views in properly. I'm trying to perfect my video skills, but communication is coming in. What I've been channeling is it's going to happen between now and between September 22nd, which is fall. So I've been channeling that for weeks now. And this is a message to you, okay? So they're telling you, they're spying on you, that communication is coming in and divine timing, right? So what they're basically saying is they recognize that this is, this is a fated connection and everything comes in the divine time, okay? They understand this connection. with my reading yesterday, they're aware of the twin flames. They're researching it. They know that you guys are soulmates, but they also know that it has to come in divine time. This cannot be forced. And I think this message is for you, DFs, because I think you're trying to force the connection. If you force the connection, you're blocking the connection. Okay? You have to let it go. You have to surrender to the connection, and you have to surrender to divine timing. God knows when the right time is. Okay? It's difficult. I know. It's a terrible journey. But, you have to just respect the timelines. Okay? And that's what the DM is trying to say to you right now. It's all in divine timing. And again, exactly what I said, and it's in my journal as well. They ghosted you. Okay? And, they know that they've ghosted you. But they've ghosted, if you think of a ghost, what is a ghost? A ghost normally scares people, right? So they ran out of complete fear, and they know that they ghosted you, and they're sorry, okay? It was nothing, they didn't just get up one day and say, hey, I'm going to hurt, my DF, and that's my mission. No, they ran completely out of fear. If you think about ghosting, ghosts scare most people. They give them fear. So just kind of put it together, and that's what it is. But they're aware of the fact that they ghosted you, and they're sorry. Okay, and let's look at the present energy right now. Guardian angels. 4 cards, please. I cannot believe this. Okay, so the higher self card, I'll go through them all. I cannot cheat these cards even if I want to. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is so crazy, but also so amazing at the same time. Okay, so we've got the higher self card. And from seeing those dragonflies yesterday, basically that's what the dragonfly represents. They're coming into their higher self. Okay, I'm going to read my journal again, and let's see what it says here. Adaptability and self-realization, mental and emotional maturity. So that's what the higher self is. They're coming into their higher self. Crossroads, okay? So the way I depict crossroads is right now they've gone through the awakening, they've gone through the ascension, they're at a crossroads in their life right now. They're evaluating their life. They're looking at everything, and they're at a crossroads. They know they have to move forward towards you, okay? They're formulating a plan on how to get to you. But it's not easy. Depending on the third-party situations that they have, that they're wrapping up, it's going to be a difficult journey for them to get to you. Forgiveness, okay? And this is primarily the DF energy that I'm channeling here. I think a lot of you DFs are like getting fed up. You weren't happy that you were ghosted, and justifiably so. Nobody's happy that they get ghosted. But what you have to do, this journey is about unconditional love and forgiveness. So you have to forgive your DM. Reach down and forgive. It's difficult, yes. You're hurt, yes. Your primary emotion, hurt is a primary emotion. Anger is a secondary emotion from the hurt. So you have to forgive in order to evolve in this journey. This is probably one of the greatest cards that I could pull right now. And that's the courage card. And I channeled this in my journal this morning. So a lot of the DMs have been frightened. They've been scared. They don't know how to move forward. But now, and I've been pulling a lot of self-worth cards. But what I channeled today is they're feeling very good. They feel like they're worthy to come to you. They're getting the courage, okay? The fear is dissipating. So they're getting that courage to come to you. This is so awesome. Because for like weeks and months, I've been channeling fear. And now they're getting that courage. And part of that courage is healing, right? They're healing the fear. And primarily the fear is of rejection. And rejection stems from inner childhood wounds. So all of this flows together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 8 messages from this particular deck on what's in their headspace, but it's primarily a message that wants to be sent to you. 8 cards, guardian angels. 8 cards, please. And as I said, everything I do for free. You know, send me an email. All my information's in the description. I'll give you a mini card reading, a video, and an interpretation of it. What I would appreciate, if it does resonate with you, just kindly like and, you know, comment on my channel. And I really do appreciate all of your views and all of your support. This is so new to me. 5 cards, please. Guardian Angels, 5 cards, please. I can't cheat this stuff. So what I ask is when you send me, your email, just tell me where you are in your journey, whether you're in separation, what you know, what reading you want, and what your current situation is, and I'll channel the energy from there. I will only do 1 reading per person per day. 1, 2, sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 cards, please, per day. Because if you ask me 10 times, the energy is never going to change. 1 more card, Guardian Angels. 1 more card. But overall, this collective group, these DMs are like doing very well. So the first thing that's in their headspace for you right now is you never leave my thoughts. So they're just sitting there and they're just thinking of you constantly. They're thinking of ways on how they can come to you. They're clearing their karmic cycles, getting rid of third party, but they're thinking of you. Okay? That doesn't stop, and it doesn't stop for the DF as well. Don't give up on me. Okay? So some of the, like as I said earlier, some of the DFs are like blocking, they're done, they're pissed. You know what I mean? And they just want to tell you, please, not to give up on me. I love you to the moon and back. I've gotten this card every single day all week, and it's just crazy, okay? But they love you, okay? They love you like no other. And they're waking up to this connection, and they know what it is. So, again, I've been getting this card quite a bit this week, and I feel like the DFs in this particular collective are like very negative, and they're just done. And they're being actually, some of you are actually being mean about it. Okay, you're being mean. And they can feel that. They can feel that energy. If you're truly connected, you can feel each other. I feel like I'm running in circles. Okay, I keep getting this card as well this week. So as part of the, you know, the awakening, the ascension, and when you go through an awakening, it is painful. You don't know what's going on. Like, you can't make any sense of it. And you feel like you're, like, literally, you're running in circles, right? But the awakening forces you to look at what you need to look at. I have the desire to see the world with you, okay? How I interpret this card and how I channeled it this morning in my journal was that they want to come to you and they want to have the world with you. When you come into union finally, you will have the most profound lifetime together. And you'll do greater good by the world. I hate that I love you. I keep getting the same cards this week, so it must mean something. And I think that the reason they hate that they love you is because before the awakening, before the ascension, before the realization, they couldn't understand this love, right? And they were getting angry. They were getting angry with themselves, not with you, but they were like, I cannot deal with this. Like, why can't this go away? They try and walk away from this love, but it keeps rising. This love is a fated connection. It is not meant to go away. And a lot of them want to see you, okay? And this kind of resonates with the communication. I do feel communication is coming in for you, okay? So this is really, really good. Okay, the last is I'm going to do 4 messages for what is in their heart space. So what is in their actual heart that they want to say to you. 4 cards, please, Guardian Angels. 4 cards. That's crazy. Okay. 2 cards, please. 2 cards. So crazy. keep getting this card too. So this is a very significant message, and it says stop questioning the connection. So some of the DFs are questioning this connection. What I can suggest is asking for a sign. I mean, I get signs and synchronicities every single day, and I think primarily that is to channel the message back to you, back to the people on my viewers or whomever is interested in watching this video. But just ask for signs. But don't ask for a leaf on the ground. Ask for something. Ask for something like, a black butterfly, and see if it comes in 1 to 7 days. If this is truly a fated connection, then you will get that sign, okay? But don't doubt it. Always follow your intuition. Your intuition is your best inner guide. So if your intuition is telling you this is a twin flame connection, then it is, okay? Don't question your intuition. It's always right, most of the time. Allow me in your world, okay? So they're just saying, for some of you DFs that have blocked the DMs, they're just asking you and to let them into their world, okay? They're going through a lot. It's not easy. Again, this kind of resonates with, sorry, this one, I hate that I hurt you. It resonates with regret, okay? So they're sitting there right now and they're like, what have I done? What have I done? Like, what have I done? Right? And they hate that they hurt you. As I said, they didn't just wake up and say, I'm going to hurt you. They ran out of fear. And now I'm the bad guy. Okay? So this is for the particular DFs that are pissed, angry, carrying negative energy, saying, this guy is like, he ghosted me, like, what a douchebag. But I mean, you've got to understand that they have ghosted you out of fear. And part of this relationship is you having to separate to work on each other. It's not fair if you have, inner childhood wounds or anything, any third-party situations that is going to interfere with this relationship. When you come into union, it is supposed to be unconditional love. And if you're not healed, you will not have that unconditional love. And if you have baggage, it's not fair to bring that baggage into this relationship. You're to love each other. And as much as you think you may not have wounds, there's a reason why you're separated, okay? When you come together, you shouldn't be taking that baggage out on each other. It's not fair. And it does surface. It does surface to the top. And you say and do things strictly out of previous baggage. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say today. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you all. Have a blessed day. Have a great Friday. We'll talk to you soon. And please like and subscribe if this resonates. Okay, thanks so much. Have a great day.